Hey heroes, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Marvel's Avengers and kind of Marvel's Avengers through the eyes of a new player, somebody that's freshly getting into the game. It just came out on Game Pass, so a lot of new people are trying it out. Plus with this Game Pass, you're able to play PC and Xbox players, which is kind of like their only form of crossplay, so to say, that they have in the game for right now. So let's dive in, check it out, and I'll show you guys a few tips and tricks and what to look forward to when you hop in to Marvel's Avengers. All right, so here we are. We are accessing the war table here right now, which the war table is where you're going to find all of your missions, your operations. An operation is like a set, so like the campaign, for example, would be considered an operation. Everything else will be your missions. So single player missions, multiplayer missions, if you got friends to hop on with, or do the matchmaking. But first of all, if you're hopping in the game for the first time, seriously, the best part of this game is the story. Check it out, run through it. This is how you're gonna get the chance to play as each hero. Well, at least the 6 main ones. You've got Cap, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Miss Marvel, and Black Widow, who Black Widow is my favorite. But it gets you a little bit of a taste to kind of see how they each play, develop the story, grow them a little bit. I think I saw somewhere it's like 18 hours of story time. However, it took me way more than 18 hours, first of all, to beat this the first time because I was geeking out and enjoying it just so much. So take your time, enjoy the game, enjoy the story that they've built, and everything that you can find in Part 1, Reassemble. And after you beat that, of course, you have all 3 of the DLCs. So the first one, you have the Taking Aim that introduces Kate Bishop and kind of gets you a setup for Hawkeye, which is the next one, Future Imperfect. So both of these are definitely cool DLCs. You get another hero each time, and the latest DLC that everyone's talking about, A War for Wakanda, with Black Panther joining the Avengers, joining the game. Definitely a fun character to play as, and a very good story that kind of sets us up for more missions, operations, raids that will be coming in the near future. And then once you beat all that, or if you want to hop right into the multiplayer, we have the war zones right here, which is what I'm currently on. And this is where you're going to find all of your missions. So if we access the war table is split up into regions. So you've got the main regions right here surrounding the helicarrier, as well as the future wastelands, which you explore more of in the Hawkeye Future Imperfect DLC. If we scroll on over here, we've got the Scandinavian Highlands as well as snowy tundra. And if we head on down south, that's where you're going to find Wakanda, which is the newest one that they introduced with Black Panther and all the missions. So as you click in on a region, you'll see different kind of icons for each one. So sabotage threat sectors, you've got elimination threat sectors, assault drop zones. So basically, if it's an elimination, it'll have the skull on it. Sabotage will have this little icon with it. And anything that's an assault will have this on it. These are just kind of like threat sectors and drop zones there. You as well have the iconic missions. For example, these are Thor's. Anything with their logos on them will be their iconics. We also have Shield faction missions in here as well. We got some Vaults, which will have the Vault icon on them. The Inhuman Alliance factions, which there are 2 factions in the game, Shield and Inhuman, as you will learn as you play the campaign. More iconic missions. Villain sectors is another thing in the game. Kind of like big boss battles, essentially. You take down and get rewards. Every mission has rewards. They'll show you there. So you're getting epic gear, a DNA key, and some upgrade modules, which you can use to upgrade your gear as you collect it. Probably one of the more popular regions, the Utah Badlands, just because it has a wide range of missions on it. You have iconic missions here. You've got the OLT, Omega Level Threat, which you can only take on once you've seriously maxed out your character and like make sure you're comfortable with your character. We got tachyons, which are different kind of missions that have like tachyon, like little globules floating around that you have to collect to create time. You get 60 seconds before time runs out and you fail the mission. Another way to challenge players that have been playing it for a while, or once you get up to that 150 power level max that they have in the game currently, This is a way to challenge yourself, as well as like those elite villain sectors and the OLT. Another way to challenge yourself are these missions called hives. So hives have 6 floors where you have to beat each floor, move on, and once you get to the 6th floor, that's when you get the ultimate gear. You have regular hives as well as the Mega Hive Gauntlet, which gets you a whole bunch of resources as well as really good gear. The tricky thing is with the Heroic Gauntlet, once you go down, you don't get revived. You have to pick your next, or level 50 character, I should say. If you don't have one, you're out of that round. So there's a look at the missions and the icons and kind of where I think people should start when they join the game. Obviously has a great story. It gives you a taste of each of the characters so you know what you like. Play the character that you like. If you like to fly around and blast things with rockets, Iron Man. If you like to fly around and destroy things with thunder, Thor. If you just want to like rage and just destroy and smash, Hulk is probably your guy. Really give it time, like enjoy it. Enjoy the little Easter eggs they put in the game, the story, the all the geeky, nerdy moments that Marvel fans will truly enjoy. Figure out why they're putting in these little Easter eggs, or who is this person they're talking about. Some of the villains and some of the people that are in the game aren't as well known as like Red Skull, Thanos, villains like those. So it gives you a wide range of just Marvel in general. Now, as far as what character to play, what character is the best, whatever character you want to play. Each character is different. Each one fights, some fight similar, some fight really different. But it's the use of their heroics, their intrinsic abilities, and everything else that you get along the way that differentiates them. For example, I am a terrible Iron Man player. My Iron Man is terrible. I'm still working on him, and maybe someday I'll get there. But other people have mastered Iron Man to where he is the strongest. But if they went up against my Black Widow, I can guarantee you they would go down. However, PvP is not in the game. That would be pretty cool, though, to test my Black Widow against some of this stuff. But really, find a character you like, enjoy, and play as them. Now let's take a look at some of the missions that you should do if you're looking to power up fast, you want a bunch of gear, or you want to power level up really fast. Let's dive into those. So first off, any mission that has this little clock right down here is a weekly mission. It will get you exotic gear. You have to have a high power level though. But once you get to that power level, as you can see, there's orange gear right down here that you can get an exotic piece from, which is super rare gear and most of the time is fairly decent or pretty good. Other missions you'll want to check out. If you head up to the Northern Expanse, once you complete the iconic missions for Black Widow, up from the depths, this mission has an increased chance to spawn a loot bot. Loot bot is a gold little cargo runner that runs around the backpack and tries to get away from you. And as it runs, it drops resources. Well, once you beat it and it falls down, all this gear just starts shooting out. I think it's like 6 pieces of gear, but it's a massive amount of gear that you get from beating that. So definitely a mission worth checking out once you complete the iconic mission chain for Black Widow. Next up, the Day of the Remains in the Pacific Northwest region also has a ton of chests in it. So this is a good way to get more chests. You get more chests, you get more gear, you get a better chance of getting a higher power level. So this is one of the Inhuman Alliance faction missions that you get along the road as you complete that objective mission chain, and you can unlock it to get a whole bunch of gear and hopefully get you to power level 150 a little bit faster. Another way to get some really good gear is with these vaults. These vaults also get you good ISOs, which are minor artifacts that you collect along the way and allow you to get to that 150 power level. Gear maxes out at 130, so do ISOs. So once you hit 130 on each of those, you have to power them up to 140 to get you to that 150, as well as the major artifact. But that's a whole another shindig that we can hop into at another point. But vaults are a good way to get a whole bunch of gear as well, because there's a lot of side missions to go through before you get to the main vault. So be sure to always use it's like up on the directional pad. I can't remember what it is on keyboard, but it shows you where everything is, so you can make sure you don't miss anything. You don't miss a vault. You don't miss a chest, and you don't miss out on any good gear or ISOs to help your hero level up even more. So there we have it. There's a couple of the missions to check out. Things that I think that are important in the game that you should be checking out if you're a first-time player in the Game Pass, which if you are, welcome. I hope you're enjoying it. I do stream live over on Twitch, and we play this game a whole bunch. So come on over, join it. I've got it on PC and on Xbox, so I'll be playing on both. And I've got heroes that range from level 50, power level 150 to level 9, power level 17, because I haven't gotten around to it. It's hard to grind two games or two of the same game on two different platforms. Okay, don't yell at me, people. Um, but I hope you are enjoying this. I hope this helps. And if you want to know anything else, come on over to the Twitch stream where we can chat live, or leave it down in the comments below, and I will be sure to get to it and let you know how to answer it the best that I can. As always, heroes, stay amazing, and until next time, bye bye.